Would you recommend Drippy? Yes, no, and why?
Yeah, I think if you want to scale your business, I think that's the right thing. Before, right, you don't have to be super active, or you don't have to be a huge influencer on Twitter or on X. Yeah, make sure your profile is in a good shape, that people can see what you're doing. Once you have this connection with Drippy, it doesn't matter anymore. It's much easier to get direct contact.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another client interview. Today we have Mr. Ingo here. Ingo, it's great to have you, man. How have you been?
Yeah, thanks for the invite. I have been great so far. Thank you, Alex.
Sweet. Love it. Great to hear, man. And we spoke a while back, and now we just spoke before the call now, and you've been using Drippy for a while, so thought it would be a good idea to invite you on. So I guess if you could just explain to the audience who you are, what you do, and kind of what your business does, so we can kind of get started. That would be awesome, man.
Okay. Yeah, so my name is Ingo. I'm from Germany, but we're living now in Mexico since 3 years. We took the leap and went for travel adventure, and now we ended up here. And I'm working as a transformational coach with NLP. And what I'm doing is I'm working with my clients on overcoming their limiting beliefs, overcoming what's holding them back, and help them to achieve real, not only financial freedom, but real mental and freedom overall. Also
Beautiful.
Combined with
Beautiful.
financial freedom. And yeah.
That's awesome. And what type of clients do you typically work with? Like, what do these guys look like? So can you explain kind of your ICP a little bit?
Yeah, usually I work with clients mainly from US or from Europe, and they're usually people that are already they have already a career. They're a little bit older, so like I'm also a little bit older than you, right? And yeah, they're in a career, but they're not completely happy, right? For example, they have a job. They have a well-paying job, but they're looking for this missing element, maybe to add some purpose to that. And basically people also that want to go, for example, that want to jump into entrepreneurship, but they're not, I mean, it's not really that they don't know how to do it, because I think knowledge is available everywhere, right? It's just that usually most of us have something that's holding us back, that we're not really making this decision to do something different. And so I would say my clients are mainly between 30 and 55 years old, having made their first career, but they want to make some significant changes now and to jump to the next level.
Beautiful. And I guess like on that note, how have you been using Drippy to land calls with these types of clients? How's that been going for you?
Yeah, I think Drippy, there are two features that are really nice. I think one is that I can look for my ideal customer, right? And this can be done by you looking for similar accounts, and you can have also some different filter mechanisms, for example, by location or by like certain posts or activity, and like certain keywords that they have in their profile, for example, or in their post. So I'm using that to define a list of my potential ideal clients. And from there, I'm reaching out to them via direct messages.
Sweet.
And the good thing is on Drippy that I really can send a lot of direct messages. I don't know. I think it's thousands per week or something, or per month. I don't know the exact number, but
you're sending a lot of messages. Yeah. Nice. Love it. In terms of like numbers, how many calls you've been booking here or there? Is there like a ballpark range that you're typically at?
Yeah, I book between 3 and 4 calls per week, and I using a message sequence. The other thing about Drippy is also, I don't know exactly how, but you're changing a little bit the message. So I have a base message that are like a body that I'm using, and Drippy makes some changes that they don't look all the same. And I'm booking around 3 to 4 messages.
Nice. So are you using like the AI features with Drippy, or what do you mean by the messages changing?
No, I build my own messages. Basically, I just use for the first messages and follow-up message. I use Drippy, and once they respond positively, I do it more individually, and that helps me to get there. And then I can, because from the very large number, you cannot do them. You cannot really personalize them, and I don't. Yeah, meanwhile, you really see who is using AI to generate messages, right? So I think, for me, I like some more personal touch more. So even if it's maybe just copy and paste, but this AI, I'm not such a fan.
Yeah, and you know that's a great point because like Drippy, it obviously it is like Drippy AI, but like if you're not on that bandwagon, like you can just use Drippy to send messages and you can still like book meetings. What's nice about it is that sometimes you can like play around with the prompts and like some of our best campaigns do use AI and it looks like really like human like, which is why they work so well. But I agree, and there's kind of like this whole part of the market that like is like completely against AI, but they want to use kind of like the Twitter DM sending tool, and so that just works really well. Also, there's a lot of
No,
people
so,
that
I
think,
mean, I'm not completely against AI. I think it's very
yeah,
helpful, and Trippy has also a feature where you're not writing the complete message by AI. I think you're just changing some small
yeah,
parts of the message. I think that's useful. And I mean, AI is still, we're very early in AI. I think over the next months there will be
that's gonna
huge
get crazy.
improvements, and the message is also getting better,
Yeah,
right? So, but yeah, right now, I mean, if I see all these YouTube titles and these descriptions and this post, sometimes you say, this is
this is
they all
AI.
look the same, and then it's kind of
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. Also, something that people like, I hop on a bunch of calls with new users and users that have been on for a while, like you have. And I feel like a common misconception, and we were talking about this before we started recording, is that you need like a huge account. You need hundreds of thousands of followers. You need tens of thousands of followers to actually see results. Like, how active are you on Twitter? What does your following look like? Can you talk to that a little bit?
Mm. So I used to be more active on Twitter until a few months ago. I changed my strategy now a little bit, so I'm on a little bit more than 2,000 followers. But I'm focusing now actually more on long form content. So I'm using more my YouTube channel because
Nice.
I also want to educate people, right? It's
Right.
in coaching, it's also about education, not just Twitter is, in my opinion, much more for entertainment. Um, so I prefer more the long form content, but I'm still using the direct messages, and it helps me still. I mean, once you get in contact with the people on Twitter, I mean, Twitter is just more active in terms of community, right? Like than YouTube. So and that's, I think, a good combination, because once I contact them, I can still then go into discussion, and I can point them to my YouTube channel, for example, or to my website, and I have all these references. So yeah, aside the direct messages, I'm not terribly active right now on Twitter.
Which is great. Like it's essentially the point I was trying to make there was like, you don't need to be like, you don't need to have a ghostwriter. You don't need to be posting content every single day
No.
in order to see results using a tool like Drippy. Like, yes, that will probably help, but it's not 100% necessary as long as you have the basis. So you have couple thousand followers, you have content in there that shows people that you're legit. I'm guessing you have some kind of like value posts on there. You have stuff that just lets people know, right? Because at the end of the day, your profile is your landing page. And so if people can like within one click that they trust, which is super key as well, then one click to your profile, they can see like, okay, this guy's legit, especially targeting the people that you're targeting, which is kind of higher level executives, people that have high paying jobs. They need to know that they're talking to someone that knows their stuff. And so kind of just having a really solid base of a profile just makes a whole world of a difference. But you don't need to be spending hours every single day kind of just going in and doing all that stuff. So that's beautiful. Awesome. So I mean, here, like I'm gonna leave the mic to you. Do you want to like just go super hard into like what like some of your results, so that if someone is interested in a service like yours, again, your links will be down below in the description of this YouTube video. So if you want to kind of, I'm just going to give you the spotlight so you can kind of just go into how you help people, some of the results you've gotten, so people get excited and book a call with you and get to know you. So floor is all yours, man.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. Yes, so sure. I mean, basically, I think there are two types of coaches, right? There are informational coaches and transformational coaches. An informational coach will help you they have like a certain game plan or a certain strategy or a certain roadmap how to be better in sales, or how to be better in marketing. So that's not what I'm doing. So I'm working more on the transformational side, and I mean really on transforming yourself into a better being. And if you think about it, like I mean, you're in your life as it is today, and you're not there where is your ideal life. So that means something is holding you back. And usually it's not information that is missing because, as I said in the beginning, the information is available everywhere, right? You Google, you go to ChatGPT, and you get all the information you need to start a business and everything. But it's usually our mindset that is holding us back. And so I'm working with my clients really on making this mindset shifts, overcoming limiting beliefs, and really release them to make these fundamental shifts, and then also being more successful in, for example, in entrepreneurship or in achieving financial freedom.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so as I said, I mean, Twitter, I'm on Twitter with Coach Ingo. I'm on YouTube with YouTube at The Small Reset. There you can find a lot of more informational videos, educational videos. And about my coaching approach, I have also a website. It's also called thesmallreset.org. And there you can find all the information.
Beautiful. And all those links will be down below in the description, as well as if you have some sort of Calendly link, if you can shoot that over, we'll get that thrown in. And just to kind of round things off, this is the question I ask everyone. Would you recommend Drippy? Yes, no, and why?
Yeah, I think if you want to outreach, if you want to scale your business, I think that's the right thing. And as you mentioned before, right, you don't have to be super active, or you don't have to be a huge influencer on Twitter or on X. Make sure your profile is in a good shape, that people can see what you're doing. But once you're connected, once you have this connection with Drippy, it doesn't matter anymore, your Twitter account, because then you have the personal connection, and then it's much easier to get in direct contact. And I think therefore it's super helpful to use that tool.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, Mr. Ingo, I appreciate you a ton. Thank you so much for your time. Again, if you want to reach out to Ingo, all links will be down below in the description. Appreciate you for your time, and we will stay in touch.
Thank you.
Awesome. Bye-bye.